Philadelphia Eagles fall to the Atlanta Falcons in a shocker and a stunner. Philadelphia late in the game had an opportunity to salt the game away. 3rd and 3, Saquon Barkley drops a ball that he should have easily caught. The game would have been over, but it didn't happen that way. Ultimately, Kirk Cousins drove the Falcons 70 yards, threw a touchdown pass to Drake London, and the Atlanta Falcons win in a stunner. Now, you look at this particular game, the Eagles and Nick Sirianni and the rest of the coaching staff is going to be criticized for that play. I mean, the play worked. Everything worked. The execution worked. Everything was fine. All Saquon Barkley had to do was catch the football, and he would have had the first down, and the game would have been over. These are one of those losses you look back at the end of the season, it's like, man, this loss may have cost us home field advantage. This loss may have cost us the playoffs. This loss may have cost us the division. So these are the games you're going to look back on later in the season and ask yourself that question and talk about those particular things. But at the end of the day, the Philadelphia Eagles, they got the New Orleans Saints next week. That's going to be a tough game. I look at the Eagles, and I said this last week about this ball club. Very dynamic on offense, very average on defense. They have a hard time stopping the run. Atlanta had an easy time running the football on this team. And again, to this Eagles defense credit, they bent a lot, but they didn't break, but they finally broke near the end of that game. And you thought maybe Jalen Hurts would lead this team down to lead the Eagles down for a field goal, but he got picked off late in that particular game in a pass that probably he shouldn't have thrown. I don't know what he saw there, but he still had time to still had a timeout, so he had time to dink and dunk maybe a little more and didn't have to go for a chunk play like he did at that moment, at that point, at that time. So tough loss for the Eagles, a big win for the Atlanta Falcons. Philadelphia blew it, and you know, Jalen Hurts played well enough to get the job done. Saquon Barkley played well enough to get the job done. He just couldn't pull in that ball. That's a catchable football. And you know, he's going to look back at that play and be frustrated for a long time. And you can criticize Sirianni if you want, but I'm not going to. They were aggressive. The aggression did not work.